California, so we're really happy to have her back. Everybody give it up for Jean Flynn. Loud!
I just have two little bits here for you. This one's called Snowdrift. Okay. Major snow dump for the last 2 days. I love it. Last night, howling winds wake up to drifts everywhere, and especially deep one in front of the garage. I thought I could scoop it out myself with my trusty new red snow shovel. The first few shovelfuls were light and smooth, very much like the weight of whipped cream. But by the time I got to the bottom of the steps, I knew I wouldn't be able to do the whole driveway. My car was snowed in, and we had made dozens of Christmas cookies last night, now ready to frost, but, alas, no sprinkles in the house. I called Sheriff Parker, who had mentioned last summer that if I needed my driveway plowed to give him a call. For some reason, I had thought the call would be made a little later this winter. I swept the drift away from the workroom door next to the garage and went inside to sew. I've got to get these valances done by Tuesday. They are for another decorator and are polyester and brown. Ugh, it is so hard to push forward on a project I don't like. After a couple hours out there, very toasty, Brad storms into the driveway with his big-ass truck and shoved that snow around into huge piles in no time at all. When I asked him how much I owed him, he said, "Nothing at all, ma'am." I had to run back into the workshop to hide the tears that ran out my eyes. The kindness of people moves me so much. Later, I drove into town, nice and easy. I do not have four-wheel drive, but front-wheel drive and some tasty snow tires. We didn't fishtail at all. Once on the highway that goes to town, I noticed guys in butch trucks everywhere with their snowplows attached to the front, like some kind of beveled dicks cruising around, earnestly looking to see who needs help. For some reason, the image made me laugh hard and loud. Just as I crossed the bridge, the river shrouded in mist, I see two bald eagles, not far off in the distance, but right overhead, circling my car. It seemed like one of them was leading the way, leading me into the future, telling me something strong and good. This one's just called New Year's Day. Sneaking up to Grandpa and Grandma's house in Big Fork, I climbed the ancient stone steps. They winded me when I was a little girl, and they do now. At the top of the stairs, like the Spanish steps, you turn right and go to the second house on the right. The tree is wrong. It is supposed to be a weeping willow. I always knew how to find my way back by the side of the willow. But the tree there now has arms that reach to the sky, not downward and sad. Look, though, at the base of the upward-reaching tree is a big stump. It must have been the willow cut down 40 years ago, and the new mountain ash and its positive stretch full-grown right next to the stump. Strange and true enough, time has passed for a second tree to become full-grown. I creep up upon my grandparents' house, past the house on the street, their house behind it, hanging out over the town on the edge of a hill. There it is, a house now in ill repair, the garage paint not matching that of the main house. In the driveway, a pickup truck with big wheels, a bit long in the tooth too. I walk awkwardly down the driveway, partly from the treacherous slush and ice underfoot, partly from wanting to be unseen, stopping just before their carport begins, aware of the specific footprints I have left. I peer into the house that once was the pride of my meticulous grandparents. Look, but shy away. How could I dare knock on the door, where there are laundry products visible through the grimy window? I have the impression not of someone new keeping a dirty house, but of my grandparents still inside, aging and losing their ability to keep things fresh, to keep the lawn picked free of pine needles, the way family legend tells it. If I approach the house, speak to the current residents, I fear my grandparents would disappear into the ether. As long as I stand in the dusk and look at the buttery light cast from the porch window, as long as I stop just here, the spirit, the memory, the ghost of Russell and Marie lives on. They are inside with a clear glass jar of individually wrapped caramels, an electric percolator brewing up a fresh batch for any visitors. They are shuffling a deck of cards and arguing about something. They are in that house alive and getting on. As long as I don't touch the doorbell, they will live on, Grandpa and Grandma. Russ and Marie bickering and strifing their way through their prickly yet comforting lives.